Hello? Oh, thank you. I love these lovely live technical difficulties. They throw me off just a little bit. But what would we do without them? So one of the things we were going to be talking about today is dealing with the intensity. And so welcome to Michelle's Magical Monday. I am so pleased to tell you just how fantastic things are going, even as things get kind of crazy and they heat up. So it's the heat of summer pretty much everywhere in the Northern Hemisphere. It is July 31st, and we are smack in the middle of the crazy eclipse season. So hi Anna, hi Jamie, hi everybody. I can't wait to see some of you. I'll be visiting soon. So special loves and hugs back to everybody else. Oh, hi Tiffany, I miss you too. So just wanting to let you know that there's a lot going on in the astrology right now. This is so underrated. We prepped for 2012. We've prepped for other things, but it is estimated the power of this eclipse season that we're in right now. This is the hottest, most intense time for change. Those of us who have been watching have been preparing for this, and then we're in the middle of it and we're like, wow, it's really bigger than we thought it was going to be. But I want you to understand that this is the power time. We are smack in. Oh my God. Hi, Thomas. I haven't seen you since class. It's been like 7 years. Hello. I just want to say that we're in it. So if you're feeling intensity, remember everybody on the planet's feeling it. So the person next to you is feeling it. And one of the things I'm asking you to do right now is promise yourself to not overreact right now. Promise yourself to see if this change or something that's going wrong or something that isn't just exactly the way you want it to be is making you come out of your comfort zone for a reason. If you're finding that you are wanting to overreact, I want you to look inward and see if the people around you are causing you to overreact, and get really real with yourself. I want you to look at, is the thing that's keeping you from acting on your actions fear? It seems like a lot of people are feeling out of control right now, and control isn't going to be something you want to hold on to. Letting go is something you want to hold on to. The ability to let go is the key here. The ability to reevaluate which isn't working and move into a place of, okay, we're gonna choose to do this. We're gonna choose to get forward. We're gonna choose to make decisions. And so sometimes what we had in mind isn't coming to full fruition as well. And what we have to understand is that sometimes there's play in the universe that's trying to bring you something even better than you expected. I had to switch out some things on a beach retreat that I'm doing, and I actually got something better. So you just want to get really deep into breathing something that isn't going exactly right. So I want you to breathe and take a few minutes. And we were talking today, one of my clients and I thought to myself, we really want to mention this on Facebook tonight. And what I want to remind you to do is thank the universe for having something before it's even come. So universe, God, whatever word you want to use, Thank you for bringing this into my life. Thank you for having it. This is the most important time to do your goal setting, your vision boards. Look 2 to 3 years out, 2.5, 3 years out. Look 6 months out. So there's like a goal here astrologically for 6 months from now. And there's a goal here astrologically for 2.5 years to 3 years out. So those are the two key times for manifesting right now. We have the full moon that will be coming up on right when I have my Facebook Live next week. So when we see the 7th and 8th, that's the full moon with an eclipse. So this week is a powerhouse of opportunity for bringing stuff in. An incredible, incredible time to really fine tune your goal list. You've got to get really happy with where you are. So identify with gratitude. Thank you for what is already in my life. So you want to be grateful for what is working. You want to identify what's safe to let go. People, places, things, stuff. So it's okay to be still in the letting go phase until the 21st of August. But it's also okay to be really thinking about big time goals. I mean, like, think big, think the impossible. I've really been asking my clients to think about what you want and go 2-3 years into the future and tell me a story as if you'd already made it happen. So like if you won the lottery and money wasn't an issue, or if you wanted something that seems slightly impossible, create it in your mind and then tell me what it is that keeps it from being impossible. So keeps it from being possible. So what is it? Is it because you've never had it? Is it because you had some trauma that the last time you got close cut you off from having it? What is it that brings that energy into the idea of having it be impossible? And then work through letting go the impossible, because the law of attraction says if you can think it, it already exists on some plane of existence. So by manifesting with gratitude, thank you for already having this in my life. Thank you for bringing this into my life now, and letting go of the impossible. So I had somebody who makes $30,000 or $40,000 a year, and she's got a beautiful company that she started that has just grand possibilities of touching the hearts of hundreds of people, thousands of people, maybe millions of people in the next 20 years. And I said, well, so you could make $80,000 with that. And she's like, oh no, that's not possible. And I'm like, well, why is that impossible? If you're touching millions of people, why wouldn't that be possible? So she's like, well, I didn't think about it that way. So I want you to just because you haven't had something, just because love hasn't worked out for you in the past, or because you've only made a certain amount of money, or maybe your parents only made a certain amount of money, I want you to think about, how do you let go of the impossible when you're thinking about what kind of life you want to lead. So this is power time, or if I can quote my favorite astrologer, this is fate train time. We have the power of so many things going forward. We have the meteor showers, we have solar and lunar eclipses. So follow your astrology, but more important, follow your heart, follow your mind, and start reprogramming your mind into possibilities. It's the heat time right now. This is the time to let go of your fears and your impossibilities and really spend time in meditation. If you are feeling overwhelmed, then take 5 minutes and listen to a guided meditation. If you are feeling like it's impossible, take some time to deep breathe and imagine the possible. Imagine whatever it is you want as if you already have it. That is absolutely 100% the law of attraction. So if you are wanting to manifest something, you have to believe on some level that it is possible to be brought in, or you instantly block it. None of us get that second chance where you say, well, I want this, but it didn't happen in my life. On your deathbed, you're not going to be looking at your life going, oh, I took it easy on myself, and I just did the bare minimums. That's not what you're going to say. That was a good thing. Instead, if you said, well, I took that risk, or I made that experience, or I did that thing, I made a difference, I spent a lot of time with my family, I had some experiences, that's what you're going to be looking at as the most beautiful opportunities in the world. So, what kind of experiences do you want to have? What goals do you want to have? And most people are thinking on the lines of, I can't. And what I want you to start doing is thinking about what is possible, not what is impossible. So worry is just anxiety over something that hasn't happened yet. Anxiety is just the in control of the future, being out of control, not having control, not knowing what's coming. The same exact amount of energy that's in worry and anxiety can be put far more powerfully in place as fuel for your future goal setting. Sitting in the energy of daydreaming, which is super underrated. We think of it as something that only children should do. We think of it as an unworthwhile activity, but deep meditation with daydreaming is what we call manifesting through meditation. So most people think meditation is this sitting there quietly getting rid of everything and emptying your mind. And yes, there is a form of meditation that's the way that they do it, but that isn't really a likelihood for the average American that's starting to do a practice that we would start beginning meditation with. Our minds are too busy, they're too full. So getting control of your thoughts is the beginning parts of meditation. Being in control of those negative thoughts that come in is the power here. What I want you to do is literally name your negative thoughts. That's a worry, that's an anxiety, that's a fear. And then rename it, this is what I really want. This is my vision, this is my goal, this is my intention. Any of those words would be much more powerful for your life. So as you are coming into this time, I want you to be setting intentions. It is my intention to be healthy. It is my intention to be happy. I see a man there, out there in video land that just popped on, and he has literally changed his weight, his heart. He's opened it up. I see just in his Facebook posts, he's gone through major surgeries and major weight drop and major health concerns. And instead of being a bitter person, he's just become more joyful, more grateful, more open in life. And so that's what you're doing. No matter what life throws at you, think this is an opportunity to learn. What gift is in this lesson? What can I do to open up my life and my heart and my possibilities? So goal setting, intention setting, life setting. So we create and manifest our own destiny. Sure, we have things called divine timing. Sure, we have divine appointments. We have certain things that we have promised to do here on this planet before we got here. But for the most part, we're learning how to be creators of our own reality. And to do that, we have to get in alignment with what we want. We have to get into a goal setting and a hope setting philosophy. And I'm not asking you to be unrealistic. I also require anyone setting goals to take action steps toward their goals. So one of the things about goal setting and visualization is then stepping in the next day and making one action step toward your goal, getting forward every single day and cleaning up something that is littering your life. Because to get room for what we want to bring in, we also have to do the cleanup act. If you are going to bring something in, you have to let go of some things as well. So it is a process. It is a practice. It is a philosophy. And change is one of the universal truths. Nothing ever stays the same. It just is. And so what happens is we fight change. We get mad at change. We don't like it when we didn't make the choice to change. And instead of being super breathing into it and saying, okay, so what is it the universe is trying to lead me toward? We get frustrated and mad. Oh, that wasn't what I planned. That wasn't what I wanted. That wasn't what I had in mind. But by visualizing what you want and visualizing what you're going toward, you get far more chances at having what you want, rather than your worry and your fear and your anxiety manifesting exactly what you don't want. So I call it the A to F land. Everybody has plan A, what they really, really want. And I even have plan A and plan better. And that means that I have what I really, really want, and then I sit and I think about, well, what could be a bigger possibility? What could make that better? So a worry would be thinking about what you really want and then going down plan B. Oh, but if that doesn't happen, then I'll do this. And plan C would be, oh, well, that didn't happen, but then I'll do this. And then plan D would be, wow, everything just went wrong. So, And then plan F is, I failed, I'm effed, I'm just blah. And so I call that plan F. Well, most of us are living in plan F because we've worried ourselves into the fear, which is plan F. Our fear then manifests as our reality. So plan F is fear. Fear and failure. Plan A is you're awesome, you're amazing, you're absolutely wonderful life. And what we're looking for is that or better. So I want this, but something better can happen too. And what could be better than that? So I want you to ask with what you're looking for. I want you to do an exercise on your daydream this week and think, what could be better than that? So it's kind of like the icing on the cake. What would make this thing in my life just a little bit better? What would make what I hope for an even sweeter deal? So that's plan A plus. So it's the amazing zone rather than the fear zone. It's the hope zone. So I work on prayer through meditation. I work on what could be better than this. That's the hope zone. So get rid of the fear, the anxiety, and the worry. And this is fate train time, guys. It is the heat, it's the intensity. And yes, that means weather storms, electrical storms. It means that it's hot outside. It means that there's an intensity to the air. It means that there's an intensity to politics. There's an intensity to traffic. Everybody's feeling it. But in the same intensity, you could choose it to be the best time ever. You can choose the next 30